Hello everyone, Dragon84 here and welcome back to another Lucky Landlord video. So, my son fell asleep in the car and he's still asleep, I hope. It's not his usual bedtime, but I'm gonna take every opportunity that I can. You never know what's going to happen. We're on a win streak of 0, so let's turn this ship around and let's just get a nice clean win here. Well, we're gonna have to pick the turtle. I often pick turtles. I'm gonna pick a goose as well, just to make very sure that we're making rent. 3-sided die, that's great. Yeah, it looks like we are getting there for now, which is great. Well, there's only one 2-value symbol here. There's a rain cloud. Could have gone for the swear jar, but I think this is right. On average, the rain cloud is probably going to be better, because now we have a 3-value symbol. We've already made rent with 2 more spins to go, so we are doing well. Let's pick a present. Yeah, I don't know about the goose, but I felt like with when we had the turtle, I really felt like we needed another thing to get there. Yeah, we have a little bit of everything right now, which is fine, I guess. Fine, yes. That's great. Yeah, we actually have a pretty good start. I don't really want this third 3-sided die. Let's just skip on that. There's probably better things coming, right? Bronze arrow should be good. Doesn't do all that much right now because it's pointing at a bunch of 0-value symbols, but eventually it should be good, right? And we're basically a rent payment ahead, so for now we're actually doing well. We have a full board. The anchor is ending up in the corner a decent amount of the time. Right, we were already over 150, so we are doing well right now. Happy hour could be good if we find more wines. We only have 1. There's also Pizza the Cat, which could be insane if we find Black Cat. I don't know. Both options seem basically the same. I'm gonna go with the happy hour because I'm really invested into finding more wines. And if we do that, then we should be fine. I think it's already time to remove the coin right now. We're not on that many symbols, but it should really be fine right now. 26. We could go for a pufferfish. Let's pick a pufferfish. I'm really hoping for a diver at this point, I think. We have so many things for a diver to do. I don't want a hex of tedium, no. Well, we randomly get a golden egg. I didn't expect that, but sometimes that does work. Light bulb doesn't really do anything, so let's just skip here. That puts us another rent payment ahead, and even a little bit more. We're getting pretty close to 300 already. So somehow we're doing very well. Cursed Katana Essence is great, wine is great, Nori the Rabbit is great, everything is great. Now, it's important to note that Cursed Katana Essence only gives you something if you have exactly 2 ninjas. The Cursed Katana scales with every ninja, so something to keep in mind. Yeah. At some point we need to remove the jellyfish, but I don't think we're in a hurry. There's a bear. No, we definitely don't need that. There was a run very short time ago where we picked up a goose on the first spin. It gave us a golden egg on the first spin, and then we just bombed after that. So anything can happen in these runs, but we are so far ahead. I don't even know how exactly we're this far ahead, but I'm not gonna say no to that. We could pick up a target. It's probably going to get sniped by the bronze arrow at some point. I think I'm fine with that. There's a frying pan. I think we have to pick that up, given that we have a golden egg. But I don't know if it's something that we're actively going to be doing anything with. I don't know. There's a goldfish. We skipped on the fish tank for the frying pan. That's why I'm calling it out. Right, let's just remove the jellyfish. And do we want to remove anything else at this point? I don't think we need to. Probably want to remove the cherry pretty soon. 38. We also skipped on a flush, and we've seen a lot of suits after that. But well, there was no way to know any of that, so it's fine. Yes. We've had runs where a target persisted all the way into the late game, so I'm very happy that it's gone right now. We're seeing so many cultists. We also have a lot of reroll tokens, so that's good. I really want to find a diver. Wow, we were still 2 rent payments ahead there. Big Symbol Bomb Essence is great. Comedian, we don't have anything for that. Not even a little bit. I'm gonna reroll a Ninja. So, that's going to make both of them into 4 value symbols. I think that's worth it. It's kind of awkward. Well, let's save our reroll tokens. I think this is fine. And we're going to get a lot more removal tokens, so I think it's fine to just spend these. Maybe I should have removed the cat before the cherry, because we might find Mrs. Fruit. I don't know, it's fine. Alright. Oh, someone might be waking up a little bit. We'll see. It's fine. If I have to pause the video, then I will do that, and then it will be fine. Sure. At some point we're probably removing the flower as well, but we're in a setup where we could honestly find a sun and have that flower become better and better. Maybe sometimes. Don't want to call, because this run is going to get more and more difficult as time goes on, right? Even though we are very firmly ahead, there is a ceiling to this. Martini is a 4 value symbol. Let's just pick that up. Horseshoe is great, and we are removing the cat right now. We don't have that many symbols, so that's fine. Still kind of want to find an egg, but yeah, alright. Let's see what happens with the egg. Yeah, you need to be next to the golden egg. Alright, and one more. Let's see what happens. Bartender, I don't think so, no. Alright, one of them is now an omelette, that's good. And with every omelette that you get, things get more and more out of hand. Do we want one more rain? I don't know. It's just a 3 value symbol. I think we're over that. No, this egg also needs to become an omelette. Come on. Buffing capsule. $62, that's pretty good. Yeah, we've already made next rent. It's another cultist. 60. Yeah, we're doing very well. Now we need to make 600, and for that we kind of need 68 every spin, but we're in a very good place right now, so it should be fine anyway. Alright, let's pick the silver arrow. Do we want an egg carton? I don't think so, no. I'm gonna pick the purple pepper. Oh no! Ah, that's mean. So what happens there, the egg should have turned into an omelette, but it turned into a chick before it turned into an omelette, so, well, that happens. 55. It's a little bit low, but I think we're going to be fine here, right? 65. I'm actually going to calculate because I feel like we're doing great, but I want to be very sure. So 600 minus 303 divided by 6, that means we need 50 every spin. We're definitely making that. $61. That's more than 50. We could try and reroll for more eggs, but I don't know. Doesn't feel great. 77. Wolf just as a 3 value symbol. I don't think that does anything for us currently. No. Mostly we just want a diver at this point. $64. It's fine. It's just not great. We need to be scaling more than this. We need something that really makes this run pop from this point on. Because otherwise we are not going to make 777 and we're not going to beat the Landlord. Yeah, we only just barely made 650. Eldritch Creature or Mrs. Fruit? I think that should be Eldritch Creature, but I don't know. We don't have any fruits, so Eldritch Creature is just better here. Then we pick up a Pool Ball, I guess. We remove, I guess, the Goose. Goose is probably our worst symbol right now. It's either that or the Pearl. I'm gonna remove the Pearl before the Goose, but I don't know. Kind of difficult. And this chick is in the way. 57, that's very low. We might need to reroll a bunch. 650 minus 123 divided by 8. We need 66 every spin. So there's no way we're picking an Essence Capsule. I'm gonna reroll. Yeah, 3 value symbol isn't worth it. Golden Egg is probably fine. We're looking for things for the Eldritch Creature to eat. 74, that's great. Hex of Hoarding. Sure. Alright, we have a chicken. Maybe that's going to give us more and more stuff. That was a little bit under what we needed. We don't have a way to remove the coins, so Hex of Midas is right out for now. Anchor in the corner is fine. 58, that's just too low. But we have another omelette, so that's fine. 59, that's again too low. Alright, I'm going to calculate. We are forced to pick one of these up. 650 minus 368 divided by 4. We need 71 every spin, and we're going to pick up a 1 value symbol now. That probably means that we need to pick up the Dwarf. Yep, we do. Because that allows us to high roll at this point and stay in the game a little bit longer. 112, yes. Reroll capsule. Alright. We get more omelettes, so maybe we start going out of control from this point on. We're forced to pick something up again. It looks like we're doing well enough, kind of. 650 minus 541 divided by 2, that's 55 every spin. We've done well there. I'm gonna pick up the wolf because we are forced to pick something up. That's what we need, kind of. That's kind of close. Alright, now we need 700. Egg cards and essence. I'm gonna pick up the egg cards and essence and probably turn it off. There's a chef. Doesn't get better than that at this point. None of these do anything. I think I'm picking up the fruit baskets because it might do something. I'm turning off the egg cards and essence, but maybe we turn it on later. I don't know. How much is this? 65. That's not really what we need. So we need 71 every spin in a vacuum. And we're pretty close to a vacuum. Bowling ball essence is running out. 72, that's good. Yeah, maybe the chef is what we needed all this time. I don't know. Thank you, dwarf. 106, yes, that's great. Buffing capsule. The eldritch creature isn't really eating the thing, is he? Mega chest. That's just not happening here. Alright, I'm gonna calculate. We're picking the void creature, but I want to know how we're doing. 700 minus 327 divided by 6. If we make 63 every spin, then we make the next rent. I don't know how we're ever beating the landlord, but we will see what happens. 64. I don't know what's happening here. Alright. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Did you see what happened there? So the omelette came here, but it still interacted with the egg that used to be there. But that was the egg that made this omelette, so that's actually weird. I think I'm going to have to remove something here. Let's remove the goose. It's the one value symbol. $81, that's good. Alright. This is going to be a very close run. 64, unless we really bomb, in which case it might not be very close. Right, if things go right, then it's going to be very close. 64, yeah, again, that's just a little bit low, right? I'm gonna pick the target. We have 2 arrows. I think it should be fine. Maybe that's suicide? I don't know. Alright, we've made another rend. Now we need to make 7 strawberry. That's a 4 value symbol and we have a chef. I think I want to reroll, but I don't know. We have 32 symbols, that's just so much. Mrs. Fruits. General Zeref would kill our ninjas. I'm gonna pick Mrs. Fruits, I don't know. I'm going to go with the lint roller, just to stay alive. Right, the dwarf is actually doing very well here. Keeping us afloat. At some point we need to turn off the egg carton. Alright, we might have enough omelettes to try and make this work. I don't know. We're getting low numbers. That's one thing that's for sure. 777 minus 260 divided by 7. 74 every spin. That puts us pretty close to what we need. Should be fine. Alright. 95, that's great. None of these do anything. Let's go. Pointing at the anchor for some reason that I can't fathom. 72, that's fine again. Gonna pick a coconut for Mrs. Fruit. Let's hope that she does her job. Our purple pepper triggers here. 107, that's great. Give me that every time. Do we have critical mass at some point? I don't know. 102, yes. Poison, maybe I should have picked a cherry. I don't know. Didn't do that, that's for sure. 92. Definitely don't want a banana. Yeah, Mrs. Fruit isn't really doing anything here. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up the coconut. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up the Mrs. Fruit. I don't know. Don't want the cheese. Right, we're going to turn on the egg carton essence for the next one. I don't know if we're surviving this. We are going to try, but this might be too much. Green pepper essence, sure. Pear is just not happening, I'm pretty sure. We could honestly go for General Zaroff here. It will remove our ninjas, which is kind of a shame, but we don't want the dwarf. We do want the chef, but Mrs. Fruit is just in the way at this point. I think I'm going to try this, just to try and have something. Coin on a string is probably better than the alternative. Alright, we're turning this on again. Let's see what happens. I have no idea. 104, that's good. I'm gonna pick a thief. That's going to be bad in the short term, but in the long term it should give us a lot. That was a low roll. Yeah, let's just go all in on a Zaroff here for the big finale. Is that a mistake? I don't know. 64. Maybe it's a big mistake. We'll see. Oh yeah, we still have this coconut. That's... well... oh, alright, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's pick a cultist, because we have both Zaroff and the other thing. Removing costs more, chicken cannot lay eggs, and a dwarf gives less. All of that is completely fine. Alright, Zaroff. It's all your party right now. We need to make 1000 in 5 spins. I'm actually going to see how we're doing for that. 1000 minus 507 divided by 5. We basically need 100 every spin. We're definitely not making that. I don't know if there's any chance of us making this. Goodbye, chef. You were loved. Yeah, that was not even remotely enough. I'm gonna pick the coin. Ninjas give less. Landlord adds a dot. Reroll costs more. Yeah, we have the coin on a string, so I don't think there's any reason not to just pick up the coin there. Yeah, that's just not enough. We're not doing it. It's not happening today. Gambler? That's also not good enough, right? We have 33 symbols. I don't know. I really have no idea if there's any chance of us... No, 2 more spins. We need to high roll like insanely well. We're just low rolling here. Alright, well, that's it. Yeah, we had a lot of potential in this run, but it just didn't come together enough. And I don't know what exactly we could have done. Maybe I should have removed two more symbols at the end. Maybe I probably shouldn't have gone with Zaroff there, but it felt like that was the only thing that could still save us, because we were never going to make 1000 the normal way, right? And if Zaroff had just done his job, then maybe there was a chance. I don't know. This was a cool run though, right? We had the rain cloud with a very strong early game. We were just so far ahead, and I just don't even know how exactly that happened. Eventually we got the frying pan going. We have 5 omelets, 2 golden eggs, so... But with all of those things, you can't really win a run. You need something more. Pretty sure that picking up Mrs. Fruit was a mistake. Picking up General Zaroff, I don't know if it was a mistake or not. We were desperate. Yeah, we just had too much clutter in our entire run. Honestly, there's a chance that we should have just used the removal tokens more actively, and then just accept that there was a chance that the Exo Destruction could have done something bad to us, right? We still had the turtle from the first spin that was just very bad. The anchor should have been removed ages ago, so I don't know. Anyway, this isn't great for our stats, but it's great for our entertainment, so I'm going to count it as a win for that. 193 divided by 361, that's 53.5% win rate. Well, not really climbing all that well right now, but I had fun. I hope you had fun, and I will see you on the next Luck Be Landlord video. Goodbye.